right, so today it's a little bit special because it's our first time doing a sushi restaurant. So we're in Belleair, we're at Sekushi Sushi. Come on. We are here today with the managing partner at Sekushi Sushi in Belleair, my dear friend AJ Muniz. Thanks for having us out.
Thank you so much for having us. Actually, yes.
This is awesome. So this is actually our first shoot at a sushi restaurant. Crazy enough, so we're really excited. I know that Chef Jacob has a bunch of cool stuff that we're going to get into soon. But let's jump into our interview. The 10-year-old AJ, what did you want to do when you grew up?
I wanted to be a baseball player and a basketball player. Yeah.
What's your position? Like, what was your thing?
I was always in the outfield, but as a basketball player, I was more of a forward and a shooter. So I like to shoot from the three-point line a lot. I was really good at it. But yeah, that's what I wanted to do when I was young.
All right, so
I want to be an athlete.
What we're going to do is we're going to have a Carl AJ challenge one day where we're going to go out and shoot some hoops. I'm just saying, we're going to do it.
I'm ready.
How long have you been in the restaurant business?
About 26 years now. 26 years, started very young.
And you started in culinary, you've done mixology, you've kind of done everything.
Yes.
What led you to being a managing partner here at Sekushi?
It's quite a bit inspired by great people that work for great organizations, great concepts, whether privately owned corporations, hotels, and restaurants. And at this point in my career, I had to plant some seeds to retire well. So partnering with Sekushi is probably one of the best decisions that I've ever done. And very happy with this partnership. What led me to it, it's a passion for food and sushi. I love sushi. I love the concept. I love Asian food. I've always been passionate about Asian food. And when I had the opportunity to partner with this company, it was a blessing in the sky. Like I had to jump in it. Yeah.
You love food. You love culinary. You love mixology. You must have a pastime. What's your favorite pastime?
But like I said, I was very, very into sports. So, my goal was always to become an athlete. But besides the ocean, I'm very passionate about the ocean. I love free diving and all that stuff in the water. I was born and raised in Puerto Rico, so I grew up right by the water. It's a beautiful ocean over there. And but my past passion was disc golf, to be honest with you. Yeah, I love the sport of disc golf.
And you went pretty far with it too, right?
I did, yeah. I was still somewhat involved in it, as far as like course designing and then the development and the growth of the sport. But yeah, pretty good at it. Had a natural skill in it. I competed, over the country and played some main events and majors and stuff like that. The only Puerto Rican who competes professionally, so I represent Puerto Rico as well too. So there's a lot of pride in that as well too.
And you're building courses.
I am, yes, correct, yes.
Throw a little dart about that.
Yes. So I work a lot with different cities. I design courses for Disc Golf Park, which is the largest manufacturer and developer of disc golf courses in the world. And I have Florida and Latin America as my territory. So I work directly with a lot of governors and Department of Recreation directors, and sports and recreation directors, teachers, and stuff like that. I work with schools. I work with kids with autism, special needs, and things like that with the sport. It's an individual sport. But yeah, I do design courses as well too. Do a lot of Google Earth, mapping and scouting and walk the properties. And I have a great team that we work together as far as like course design. So it's not just me. It's a big picture. But I do the scouting and all that stuff and get the deals done with the mayors and those that make decisions, about having the sport in their community.
I think that's super amazing.
Yeah,
I'd like to hear off camera. We can talk more about some of the charity stuff. Maybe we can do some stuff together.
Absolutely,
on that.
That would be great.
What keeps you excited about culinary?
Oh man, that's a good question. How open the culinary world is as far as creativity goes. I don't think anybody's going to know it all as far as like food and culinary. What really motivates me, inspires me, it's the ability to, for example, when I go to the store and I want to make something to eat, I don't even make a plan. I just look at the product, what's freshest, what's brightest, what are the best looking vegetables, and on the market and stuff like that, and then create a menu. And every time I cook something different. I never make the same thing. I don't have a recipe. I just get creative. The creativity that is behind, making a plate and making a dish is what really inspires me in culinary.
If you only had one food to eat from here on out, what would that be?
That's sushi.
Of course. Which one?
Any, or to be honest with you, I'm a big fan of the tuna, of course. I love my tuna. I'm a Spiro. I love the ocean. There's nothing better than catching your own fish and having fresh, raw seafood. And I love it. I mean, I'm all about eating it right off the boat as soon as you catch it, if you can. So, yeah, sushi's always been a big passion of mine.
What's your favorite adult beverage right now?
Besides wine, I'm a big wine drinker. I'm a sommelier itself and wine aficionado, but as far as a cocktail, I really enjoy my Tito's and soda and a couple of limes. I'm a happy man.
I can't, you're saying all the right stuff to me. So we're in Belleair. It's a unique community. It's a beautiful place. What's great about doing sushi in Belleair?
The community, man. There's number one, the territory of, obviously there's no sushi restaurants, in the area that offer what we offer, and but most than anything, it's a community. Belleair is a really cool community, very united. It's all residential, not a whole lot of tourists over here. We have great businesses on our location, between the Belleair coffee shop, our Bella Vina, which is one of our partners as well too, on our same building with our chef Erwin from E&E. We work out great together. So out of all the operations that I've ran and managed, they were working in a location where we have so many people working together with the same goal, and directly, which is great for the community. And you see a lot of businesses more like competition. Here we're working together to create a great product, for Belleair, and it's a great feature to have. Sushi over here, everybody's very excited. The community, their feedback from the community, they're very happy to have Sekushi in Belleair. So it's a great feeling to have the support from the community this far in 6 months that we've been open. So,
we've spoken quite a bit off camera, and I know that you're into mentorship. What's the best advice that you would give to a mentee?
I would have to say, become a fan. And of anything that you're trying to be great at, whether it's career-wise, a position that you want. It could be, if you're religious, you want to have a better relationship with God, or a better relationship with your kids, or your significant other, or you want to be the best chef, or the best manager, whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish. Become a fan of that. Become a fan of your kids. Become a fan. Know everything about them. Know everything about your significant other. If you want to have a better relationship with your wife or your girlfriend, if you want to have a better relationship with your team, as a manager, become a fan of your team. Know their names. Talk to them directly. Know about their kids. Engage with them. So I think becoming a fan of whatever it is that you want to do, it's the easiest way to become successful at anything you're trying to achieve. So that would be my best advice. Like I came with that thought because of what I enjoy the most is live events on live shows, and one of the main reasons, whether it's sporting events or music, it's the fans that make the event. If you go to an event, there's no fans, nobody cheering, it's gonna suck, right? But if you have the crowd and everything is happening, and that's where I enjoy the most, and what I love to see is live events. But if you take that and you think about something and you use it as something you want to do and become a fan, like a fan wear the craziest colors, in their face, they're proud of their team, they paint their faces in the most ridiculous colors, but they're fans, they know who's out, who's injured, who's going to be starting the game and all these things. But if you do that and you apply that into whatever businesses you're running, and become a fan of that product that you offer, or your team itself, and how you become a fan of the training program that you have for your team, you're going to be really successful. You're going to achieve a lot of great things.
AJ, that was very insightful, and I subscribe to all of that as well. This is Rapid Fire. Thanks for participating. We're going to go jump in the kitchen.
You got it. Awesome.
Cheers.
This segment of Walking Talk is brought to you by Don Pablo, Coffee Growers and Roasters.
They call me Don Pablo, and 20 years ago, I discovered my passion for great quality coffee. Today, we're roasting excellent quality coffee that's rich, smooth, and very complex. It's a taste that's new in the world.
Hey guys, my name is Jacob. I'm the executive sushi chef for Sekushi. I'm born and raised in Florida, Pinellas County. I've been doing sushi almost 8 years, be 8 years in October. Today we're gonna make a couple dishes. I'm gonna do a nigiri appetizer for you guys. We're gonna do a sashimi platter, a couple rolls off our dinner menu. So yeah, I'll get into it. We're gonna do, for the 5-piece, I like to try to keep it as variated as possible. Give everybody a good taste of everything. So we'll do tuna, do some salmon. Our salmon's from Faroe Islands. Super good right now. The last delivery, they're massive, just huge salmon. Do some albacore tuna as well. Some kampachi. Kampachi's amberjack. It's similar to yellowtail. It's a little bit fattier. Yellowtail's Japanese amberjack. And then the last one, we'll do a ebi, the sushi shrimp. A little bit more about myself. Started doing sushi in 2015. I was 15 at the time. Dropped out of high school, wasn't really my thing, didn't really know what to do. I applied everywhere, and the sushi place is the one that happened to call me back. So I like to tell people that I didn't choose sushi. Sushi chose me, and I just fell in love with it. So I've been doing it ever since. Alright guys, so that's our dishes here at Sekushi. We got our some nigiri, a couple rolls, sashimi. Have a lot more on the menu too. You gotta come check us out. We're at Belleair in Belleair Bluffs. We have Sekushi at the Plaza, and on Clearwater Beach, we have Sekushi at the beach. Thanks for coming again. I'll see you guys soon.
This segment of Walking Talk is brought to you by Farm Fresh Produce.
All right, so we're doing our walk-in confessions today in the kitchen. AJ, this is horror stories of the business. I know you have a good story. What do you got?
Walk-in story. I have to go back to culinary school. It was my first day in class, and when we were in the kitchen, it was time to clean up the kitchen and break down. And the guys gave me the assignment to go ahead and clean the walk-in freezer, to mop the walk-in freezer. You know, didn't even ring a bell or anything. You know, me being a rookie in the kitchen and just Went in, I grabbed them off bucket, you know, all excited. Went in there, went to mop the kitchen. As soon as I dropped them off in the freezer, the walk-in freezer, it completely froze. I'm trying to pull the mop out of the freezer like a total idiot. And so embarrassed, I'm like, I don't know what to do. I go right outside. As soon as I go outside, everybody was laughing in the entire kitchen, making fun of me. It was the hardest prank, man, ever.
So
a little embarrassed to say that, you know, to admit that, but
it's okay.
happen.
At least they didn't have you like, you know, emptying the hot water out of the coffee machine.
Right. Absolutely, yeah.
I mean, listen,
It's embarrassing.
at the end of the day, pranking is a thing in the kitchen. That's actually not a horror story. That's a funny story, and I can get behind that 100%. Hey, listen, AJ, awesome story. You guys out there, when you see your chef, give him the hat. Give him a hats off. You know, servers, bartenders, all that stuff. Hit it with that gratuity, right? Be nice. It takes a lot to get a pretty plate out to you, a full belly to you. Enjoy.
We work hard.
Yep. Cheers.
Thank you.
This segment of Walking Talk is brought to you by Fresh Fish Fast.
All right, guys. Hi, this is Stu here from Sekushi at the Plaza here in Belleair Bluffs, Florida. We're going to make 3 drinks today. The first one's going to be the Sekushi Teeny, which is the most popular drink that we have going on here. So it's a martini. It's a refreshing martini. It's going to have cucumbers, mint, lime juice, simple syrup, Tito's, and sake, our house sake. And then so I'm just gonna get it going here. Get yourself a couple cucumbers. Get a mint leaf here. We got roasted or Natalie's lime juice. We can do a little simple syrup here. Okay, here the muddle. We're gonna muddle this up here for a few. And then we're gonna add the most important part. 2 ounces of the Tito's. And then we're gonna add also an ounce of the sake here. For a minute. Gonna dump it in there. All right. And then we're gonna decorate it with a little Sekushi style with the little pink at the bottom. And then we're gonna garnish it with a cucumber. And that's our Sekushi Teeny. All right, guys, this is gonna be second drink here. Back at it. It's called the Emperor. It's our second most popular drink here. It's the most prettiest drink we got. So you're gonna start here with some ice here. All right. First in, we put the orgeat. It's an almond-based syrup. Do a ½ ounce of that. And then we're gonna put this here. Little splashes of syrup. They're sour. Not bad. You can put some pineapple in. And this is the Empress Gin. Nice, pretty. Do 1½ ounces of this. Top that off there, make it pretty. All right. This is garnished with the pineapple and a cherry. And that right there is the Empress. All right, back with drink number 3. It's called the Geisha. It's a nice, sweet, flavorful drink. Yeah, we can start with the ice here. We got the orgeat, the almond flavored liqueur. And then we have the raspberry liqueur as well. Do a ½ ounce of that. And here we're gonna put Tito's in here, the base. Do a 1 ounce shot of that. And then we're gonna top it off here with some pineapple. Give it a nice little swirl back and forth. And that's that, and we garnish this with a pineapple and a cherry, and voila.
This segment of Walking Talk is brought to you by Peninsula Food Service.
Hi, I'm Chef Dave. I'm here at Sekushi at the Plaza, and I'll be making pork dumplings for you. Now for our second dish, we're gonna do a chicken shoyu ramen. We have our ramen noodles, put them in our boiling water, and we give them a stir so they don't gum up. And these will cook for 2 minutes tops. And while those are cooking, we add in our bok choy and our mushrooms and an egg. So for our chicken shoyu broth, we add tare, which is a seasoned soy sauce, and chicken stock. Then chicken protein, scallions, garlic and shallot, 2 pieces of nori. And that is our chicken shoyu ramen.
All right, so today was awesome. This, I am digging in. You don't have to hang out for that, but you do check out in the description all this good stuff, where you're gonna find it, the whole 9 yards, all right? Come on, let's do this. Ciao for now.